Hey guys, we're back with another episode
The Movie Bros Show.
of the Movie Bros Show. We probably should have changed clothes or something.
Yeah. Hey, you know
Change
what?
shirts
We're
over.
we're batch recording these because we wanted to just go ahead and get some out. I created a way for you to be able to email us if you ever want to add in and you don't have a way of commenting or anything like that. So you can email us at moviebroshow at gmail.com. So go ahead and email us. Okay?
Yeah. And if we get 10,000 likes, I'll go shirtless next time.
Maybe not next time because we'll probably record that before we air this, but soon.
Yeah,
Coming soon.
And if we don't get 10,000 likes, I may just still go shirtless. I don't know.
Well, you never know what could happen. Movie show bros.
Gotcha.
Movie bro shows. What?
Movie Bro shows.
Movie bros show. It's a tongue twister.
It is a tongue twister.
It's a great name choice. Anyway, we found a crazy list online that we had to just take a whole episode and talk about. I don't know if you're a fan of Adam Sandler movies like we are.
Yeah.
There'll be lots of spoilers for Adam Sandler movies in this. If you don't care about that and you still want to watch it, cool. If you want to go watch all the Adam Sandler movies and come back, that's cool too.
Yeah, I'm sure that a few Americans have watched an Adam Sandler movie at one point in their life.
Right.
I mean,
But we found this list on Esquire, and it ranks 48 of Adam Sandler's movies. And we haven't vetted the list or anything, so we're probably going to run into some that we're like...
Yeah. It seems like some of them just had a small part of portrayal.
Yeah.
So just roll with it.
But we're just going to talk about them, enjoy them, and go through it. So let's start. So number 48 of 48.
Yeah.
It's like, when you think all of Adam Sandler's movies, I did not think this one was number 48.
Neither did I.
It's mid-range.
Yeah, I actually enjoy this movie.
Yeah.
It's kind of a spoof on another movie. The Hateful Eight is what I think it's spoofing off the most. This Adam Sandler movie is called The Ridiculous Six.
Yeah.
And again, I liked it.
Yeah.
I thought it was stupid. I thought it was funny. I thought it did exactly what it was meant to do, was turn your brain off and enjoy some dumb, humorless comedy. You know?
Yeah.
Love Taylor Lautner in this one. I love Terry Crews in this one. Love Rob Schneider's character. I mean, I'm telling you, it just was silly and dumb, and it was fun. And I can think of worse Adam Sandler movies, at least for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
I could definitely think of worse. I'm sure we'll get to them, and we'll talk about it then. But man, this is not the worst Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah, for sure.
I cannot put this last on this list
Gotcha.
in my head. So we'll see where these people go from here. But yeah,
you're -1, Esquire. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm not
come
agreeing.
on, come on, guys. Whoever put this together, and I see that they maybe make a point that the racism was casual in the movie, but I mean, it's the Wild West. People were they were racist back then.
Oh my gosh!
Come on.
If you watch old Clint Eastwood movies and things like, you would understand kind of what this genre was trying to follow as well, along with every other Western movie.
Yeah, and I think if anything, they were probably poking fun at how ridiculous
the absurdity of it, right? Is so. Kind of reminds me, I think, of the Western called A Million Ways to Die. I think, or it was
A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Yeah, there you go.
I never saw it.
There was another movie in the 70s that was like that, and I can't remember off the top of my head. I'll have to research it, come back to you. But number 48, The Ridiculous Six, and I think there's worse movies out there for Adam Sandler. So we'll move on. Number 47. Now I do kind of agree with this one. This one was Jack and Jill. And for me, this was kind of, this was like Adam Sandler just kind of trying new characters and just never loved it. Just never loved it. I just kind of thought I don't know, it's just stereotypical white girl type thing. And I don't know, it just never made me laugh and just never loved it. It never really fell in love with it, so.
Yeah. I've never seen this movie, so I can't really list it. But, I mean, it kind of tells you something when I don't want to see an Adam Sandler movie because, like, I like a lot of his movies. Like, I like a lot of them. So normally I always give them a chance. The fact I didn't give this one a chance, yeah. I just wasn't, like, I don't necessarily like the trope of, like, trying to play every character in your movie.
Yeah.
And it's like, when even the poster for it says Adam Sandler is Jack and Jill. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. And, you know, we all know Eddie Murphy's...
famous for it.
Like, famous for it, you know.
Coming to America.
For the Clumps, Coming to America, right?
Nutty Professor.
Nutty Professor, right? You know, not everybody can pull it off, and this one was not the right one. It was not
a vibe.
I don't think his character, or he did a good portrayal of the female character version of him, I guess. So,
one thing I will definitely say, Ridiculous Six better than this one.
Oh, for sure.
I haven't even seen this one.
For sure,
it's definitely better.
For sure. All right, we're gonna move on to number 46. Maybe. If I can maybe operate this thing correctly. All right, so this one is The Zookeeper, and apparently Adam Sandler plays a monkey in this movie, and it's 46. And I really, honestly, Kevin James kind of came off that whole Sandler Productions type of movie, and to be honest, I remember watching it, but it's not that memorable. I don't really recall anything on it. So 46, yeah, it sits well with me. I'm good
sure.
with it.
Yeah, I don't. It's not very memorable. I know I saw it.
Yeah,
but I don't remember it.
And I feel like several people have made this. I think Steve Carell made a Zookeeper, or something.
Oh, like where they're playing this role.
Yeah, where this role where they're taking care of these animals and that kind of thing. So, anyways, yeah, it's that movie. So we'll move on to 45. The Do-Over. Now, I like this one.
Yeah.
Was it the best movie in the world? No. Should it be at 45? I guess. Maybe, sort of, kind of.
Not 45 of 48.
Yeah, I mean, it was good. There was some action in it, but it just kind of was like, I think it was just random in my experience. Yeah. It just kind of felt like, I don't know, just every take was a kind of an SNL 5-minute joke or skit that they threw all together to make an hour-and-a-half movie, right?
Well, they've had success on doing that before, so I can understand why they would think that's okay. But sometimes we like a lot of thought in movies. Like, one of the ones that's coming up soon, a lot of thought, I feel, went into that movie, and so it paid off.
Yeah.
This movie didn't have a lot of thought. They probably had a ton of fun filming it, which is, I think, partially why he films certain movies the way he does. But I would still rate this better than probably Grown Ups.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Grown Ups too. So just thinking of some future ones that are coming up, I still say this is more mid-tier and not low-tier. So.
Gotcha. All right, let's go with 44 here from Esquire. So this one has mixed nuts, and he played a role of Louis. And to be honest, I don't remember this movie.
Okay. Let's move on.
I haven't seen that one.
Maybe it's worth a watch. We should check it out.
Yeah, maybe that's
so far they've been wrong. Maybe it's a good one.
Exactly. Going overboard
with Adam Sandler.
This was an old
so
one.
Old. It's like probably one of his first flips.
Yeah, right. I was gonna try to look. Again, I don't think anything memorable from this movie. You know, nothing really sticks out.
I mean, it was just like, hey, let's take a cruise and film a movie on it.
Right. And of course, you know, throw some chicks in bikinis in there, right?
Yeah.
We'll try to get some audience. I don't know. It just wasn't well done. Nothing memorable about it.
I
It's at the
remember
bottom of
it
the...
looking like someone filmed it on a hand cam.
Gotcha. Again, I feel it's probably where it needs to be, kind of lower tier. I get it. So, I agree with it. 43 out of 48, I get it.
Got it.
All right, we're moving on. 42, Shakes the Clown. He played role Dink the Clown. And this is like a B movie from Bobcat Goldthwait. You remember him?
Nope.
Bobcat Goldthwait is an 80s and 90s actor. He did the crazy guy in Police Academy.
Okay.
He's known for that. And so this is a B movie rom-com kind of movie, kind of National Lampoon type. But I actually didn't see this particular movie. But it couldn't have been that well if Bobcat Goldthwait was the lead actor. No diss there. Just saying. I mean, you know, if your leading guy was this Bobcat Goldthwait, it's been a minute. So, anyways, 42 out of 48. I think it probably goes even more worse than that. But we'll just leave it at that. So, there it is, 42. All right, moving on to 41. Grown Ups 2. What can you say? I feel like these stars were so big, and they all have their own egos that I feel like they just never really got along. I felt like in the beginning, all these guys kind of meshed better, but now it just is like, I don't know, they just were trying too hard or something, or I never felt any chemistry or any real connection. Again, I think it's just a bunch of like SNL skits that they kind of put together, and it's like, hey, what happens if we all go to the waterfall and jump off? Or let's, what happens if we do this? It's just didn't have any flow for me. I don't know what did you feel about it?
Yeah, I mean, why did we need a second one, especially? Like, I rate Grown Ups a lot higher than I rate Grown Ups 2. But I do think it belongs down here somewhere. But yeah, why do we need a second one, really? Like, they just wanted to go to a water park again.
Yeah, and to be honest, with the amount of talent, and like, the comedic talent on that team, you expected
don't get
more.
Enough comedy.
Right,
yeah.
You expected more, and we should have got more, to be honest. So, maybe I'm being a small, but
that's all right. Nah. Like, everyone has their individual comedic performance in it, and it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Gotcha.
But it's not great.
Yeah, it's not great. No. All right, moving on to 40. The Animal. Now,
he just plays a small role in this movie.
Yeah, Rob Schneider's the lead, but he was the playboy.
Yeah.
That had the fish in the beginning, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So anyways, I like The Animal.
He was credited, but it's very, very tiny. I mean,
I think he was only like 5 or 10 minutes of the whole movie, to be honest. Right?
I'm gonna vote this movie doesn't even really belong on this list because I mean, Rob Schneider's in a category of his own, and I think this movie is fantastic, but it doesn't belong on this list.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I mean, he was almost in the background character almost, just kind of random there. All right, at 39 we have Coneheads, and apparently Adam Sandler played a small role in the Coneheads movie, but I just don't remember it. It was a long time. I do remember the Coneheads. Excellent movie, by the way, if you hadn't seen it.
Fantastic movie. Not really an Adam Sandler movie. Again,
Yeah.
I don't think it belongs on this list, but I think Esquire just probably wanted to write this article to hype up his new movie, which is cool. But definitely worth a watch if you haven't seen it.
Yeah,
it's classic.
But
not really an Adam Sandler movie. He's in it though.
Got it. All right, so moving on to 38 here. Pixels. I kind of agree with that.
Sure.
I didn't. It was just mediocre. I mean, it just wasn't anything great. Wasn't anything terrible.
I liked that they put Josh Gad and Peter Dinklage in this.
Yeah.
Josh Gad is hilarious. And the fact that he is in this movie, like, kind of saved it, in my opinion. I love Qbert, and how he randomly shows
Yes.
up, and he's like the cutest little guy.
Yeah,
You just
right,
feel bad
right.
for him the whole time. Well, I like this movie. Is it the best? No, but it's worth a watch, and it's pretty family friendly, which I love for
Yes.
movies to watch
For the little guys.
around. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But yeah, Peter Dinklage wears that like wig, and
Yeah.
it's hilarious.
The Joe Dirt.
Joe Dirt wig.
Yeah, the Joe Dirt
I'm
wig,
like,
yeah.
oh my gosh, this is great. But I think it's good. Other people might think it's just crazy, but I loved it.
Yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, I mean, I didn't hate it. Like I said, it was, I definitely like the family-friendly part. I mean, this is something that I could take my little guy to and not be having to earmuffs or close his eyes. Speaking of Adam Sandler, earmuffs. So, anyways, pretty good movie. 38. Yeah, I get it. So, moving to 37. Blended. I actually kind of skimmed through this movie. I after watching 50 First Dates, anything Adam Sandler and what's her name? Drew Barrymore do. I mean, after 50 First Dates, it's just, you just can't compare. Trying to recapture that magic, I think I just don't think it works every time. And you'll see that sometimes with actors, they have this great movie and then they'll try to kind of do it again and remake that magic. And sometimes I feel like it's mostly financially based or financially pushed. We made $100 million on first dates or whatever, and let's try it again in a different setting and see if it works again. But I just didn't feel like this was 50 First Dates. To me was a pretty special movie. I think it was great comedy. So kind of seeing them back together, I just didn't like it that much, to be honest. I didn't hate it. It just didn't stand out. I just felt like the chemistry wasn't as great because after, again, comparing it to 50 First Dates, just didn't think it was that great. So
Yep, same for me. It's I feel like it's one of the movies that has been in its rightful place on the list so far.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's just not anywhere close to the other awesome things they did together in 50 First Dates. So
Right.
I agree with you. But yeah, I think it's pretty close to the right spot on the list.
Okay. Going to 36 now. Bulletproof. Yeah, so this was kind of
Takes me back.
yeah, I know, the genre of 90s cop movies.
Uh-huh.
Kind of reminds me of the Lethal Weapon and type of stuff, or just I mean, you got this hardboiled cop and this crazy crackpot guy, and how many movies can you name after that? I mean, all of the comedians done it. Will Ferrell's done it. Who's the black comedian now? That Kevin Hart has done it. They all have just done this kind of a movie where there's a goofball
And a serious dude.
and a serious cop guy, right? And it's like insert movie star and produce film almost. So
yeah, I would say the same. It was a good movie. I mean, Damon Wayans, is hilarious.
Yeah.
But having him being like the hard dude, he's funny. So I feel like you
Right.
missed potential there too. I feel like they could have done more of their own thing with it. But again, I do think this is a mid-tier Adam Sandler movie, and it's good. And it's a good one.
It's a good one. Yeah, I agree. All right, we're going to 35, The Cobbler.
I have not seen this movie.
So I go ahead.
I don't know. It's not because I missed it on purpose or anything. I would like to see it still. I think it'd be a good one to watch with my boys. I think it's pretty clean. I don't know, but I would probably watch it with my kids.
Yeah, and I vaguely remember this movie, so it's just kind of going back to, it's okay. Don't really have a lot of strong feelings for it when I kind of think about it. So, just kind of a Adam Sandler movie that I felt like didn't reach its full potential. I feel like the script was kind of weak. I mean, I would have at least remembered. Remember kind of going back at the movie, the only kind of funny cobbler scenes, like he's a shoe guy, and there's a couple scenes there. But outside of that, I really don't remember too much else. I mean, it's not that memorable in my experience. And actually, I think it's one of her lower movies, to be honest. I mean, I could tell you scenes of Grown Ups and Jack and Jill, but I really can't tell you too much out of the cobbler. It's like, it's just unforgettable to be, or forgettable to be honest. So I don't know. I think it'd be lower in the list. So we'll move on to 34. 34 is going to be Grown Ups.
I mean, yeah, with Grown Ups 2 being where it was, I would put this, about 10 spaces away from it, give or take there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Again, this is the better of the two movies.
Yes.
It's funnier. I really like just the idea of it was good. It's just, again,
I kind of feel like it's like, hey, I got all this money. Let's get all my best friends, hang out, and let's just video cam record it, and then let's see what happens.
Yeah.
And with all this comedic talent, man, you just felt like it should be funnier than that. It should be better than that. And but certainly this one was way better than the second one, in my opinion. So it is what it is.
Cool. Let's move on.
All right, number 33.
Bedtime Stories.
Bedtime Stories. Now,
sadly, I've not seen this one either. I've wanted to because it's a Disney Adam Sandler movie. Come on, like I want to see that, but I haven't yet.
now, I did like this one, and I think it's should be more towards the top, to be honest. This one's very family friendly. I mean, it's great fantasy type of movie. It really reminds me of The Princess Bride, to be honest. Kind of a newer Adam Sandler version of The Princess Bride, where
that's cool.
He's reading these bedtime stories to his kids, and each one's a great adventure and blah blah blah. To be honest, I really like this one. I feel like it's pretty closer to the top, closer to number one. Not number one by any means, but maybe 15, 20. Certainly not 33 in my opinion, but that's where I stand on it. So.
For sure.
All right, let's go to 32.
I have to put some of these on my list to like watch.
Yeah,
because like I can't believe I haven't seen some of these.
Yeah. So 32 is the week of.
I didn't even want to give this one a shot because it just felt like it was going to be something, they've done before that I didn't want to see.
To be honest, I don't think I've seen this movie.
Yeah.
Or is this where Chris Rock marries his daughter or something like that? Is that
no?
Okay, so yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this movie.
Yeah, they're basically it's the two families and they're at war because it's the week of their marriage.
Oh, are they fighting for the same spot or something like that?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't remember. I mean, it's. I don't have too much to say of it. I like. You'll see a lot of this kind of thing where it's like a white family versus a black family. Kind of a white and black contrast on that, and I'm a fan of that to a degree. But it's kind of been done a lot, right? Like Lethal Weapon is one,
I love Lethal Weapon,
which is a great movie. There's a recent series with the guy from, gosh, what is his name? But there's two comedians, the same scenarios, black comedy actor, and then a white guy moves into the black neighborhood, and they kind of interact. It's the same kind of a comedy. So when I see these kind of things, I just think, oh, it's been done before a lot of times. So it's hard to kind of make that popular, in my opinion. All right, we'll move on to 31. Just go with it.
This one was actually kind of good. I think my wife enjoyed it more than me. But it's basically like, hey, pretend to be my wife really quick, and then, hey, now you're my wife. Let's go on vacation. Feels like they go on vacation in a lot of his movies recently.
Yeah.
That's a recurring theme.
Yeah, if you get to pick your spot to film.
Yeah. But, I mean, No, it's good in its certain ways, but yeah, I think it's in the right place on the list. It's definitely, lower mid tier Adam Sandler movie. So
Yeah, and it's not my favorite Jennifer Aniston Adam Sandler movie
Nope.
either.
No.
So that's again, it's kind of like you see this great special movie, and then you kind of just make all these other movies.
yeah,
So
it's like, and then you have to compare them. You
yeah,
have to be
you have
like,
no choice, right?
oh no, that one's so much better.
Right,
So.
right. So, all right, going down to 30. That's My Boy, with Andy Samberg and Adam Sandler, and
I didn't see it.
I did like this to a degree, but it kind of plays off the stereotype, kind of the rich uncle stereotype, and again, it's just another kind of corny based movie. I wish the chemistry between the two Adams was a little better, in my opinion, but yeah, it is what it is. Just kind of a raunchy comedy. Plays his uncle who's a pervert. He's a drunk. He's got lots of money. You can fill in the blank from there. I'm sure the misadventures, right? So yeah, pretty much what it is, and I feel like it's in the right spot. So
Yeah.
29 coming in, Little Nicky. This was a weird movie.
Yeah, so weird.
It was a weird movie.
It's probably one of the most quotable movies. Like, I like it for that because I always used to talk outside of my mouth.
Yes.
And then I'm until my brother Cassius hit me in the face with a shovel.
Yes.
And I mean, I can still say it today, and I haven't seen it in 20 years.
Yeah, and I'm kind of the same way. I mean, it was just it was corny, it was weird, it was funny, but there were some moments that stuck out.
Yeah.
A lot. So yeah,
I think it's in the right place.
Yeah,
on
the right
list,
spot,
though.
right?
Yeah, right spot.
Yeah. All right, 28. Oh, Don't Mess with the Zohan. I really liked this movie. I thought it was kind of they made the most out of what kind of script they had, but it was just kind of weird again. Like you wouldn't think of an Iranian or his type of ethnicity being a superhero and a hairdresser. I mean, it was just weird. But I did like it. I thought it was funny. Just outrageous comedy that you're just kind of used to. So mid tier,
yeah. I'm very mid tier on this one. I'm maybe lower mid. I didn't care for the womanizing aspect of the Sohan, like the fact that he does every chick that he can.
Yeah.
Like, that's stupid. Like, that's just not, I don't know, the proper hero-esque type of action.
It's like the middle school humor.
But yeah, it's very middle school. Like, if I was still in middle school or like a freshman in high school,
I'd be busting the gut.
It's hilarious. But no, I do like, however, I like that eventually he, if you ignore that part of the movie, the rest of it's good. Like, it's great.
Yeah, and there were some pretty bad stereotypes.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, they had like a group of like Midwestern from Texas type of cowboy. It's, guys that came out and they all have rifles and with deer head. Just it's so stereotypical of that kind of a culture. I don't know. It is what it was. It is what it was. So, yeah, 28. I get it.
Yep.
27. Men, Women, and Children. And he must have played... I don't remember this movie at all, to be honestly.
Yeah, I missed this one. Can't even comment on his role in it.
Yeah,
it apparently stars Jennifer Gardner and him, as well as Emma Thompson and another person.
Ansel Elgort.
Yeah.
So,
don't know.
You guys seen it? Hit us up in the comments. Let us know what it's about. We appreciate it.
Let us know if it's watch-worthy or not.
Yeah.
Please.
Give it a bro score. Give it a try.
Yeah. Give it a shot. We give you bro scores, so you try it.
All right. Moving on to 26. pronounce you Chuck and Larry. Now, you know this kind of movie wouldn't make it in today's time. I mean, all the stereotypes. It was definitely was like a '90s 2000 movie because there's no way you'd have cancel culture all over this thing back in the day. Is it mid tier? Yeah. Is it just kind of corny comedy from Adam Sandler and Kevin James? So didn't totally hate it. Didn't really totally like it either. That's it.
Yeah.
Right in the middle. So I get it.
I don't even remember if I saw this movie. If I did, it was probably just on TV randomly, bits and pieces. Because I remember like certain scenes, but I don't remember like the whole movie. So, but yeah, not one that's impactful. I don't even think it should be this high on the list. Yeah, and this isn't even that high. It's just, I don't know. It should be lower mid for me. So.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm saying lower mid a lot though.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah,
it's like I don't want to make them last, but I don't want to make them first either. And
so Hotel Transylvania,
number 25.
Number 25. And I did like this movie, to be honest. Yeah, I thought it was really good. I thought it was a good kid-friendly movie. Again, something, you take the little guys out and you're not going to be ashamed and embarrassed.
Yeah, my kids laugh at it. Yeah. I laugh at it. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's good. For what it was trying to be, it wasn't like over anything. I think it was fine.
Yeah, I think it should be a little higher in the list, but 25, I get it. Yeah. I'm okay with it, so move on. 24, Hotel Transylvania 3. Now, I actually haven't seen this one. I saw the first one. I haven't seen the second one either.
Nope.
So
I don't know why the third or the second would be ranked
better
after
than the first. Yeah.
Better it? I don't know about that. I'm going to already have to kind of be like, whoa, hold your horses.
Yeah. Rarely is a sequel. Rarely. That's a good topic. Maybe you can look for movies with sequels that were better than the first.
Let's do it. Yeah.
So yeah, 24. I guess I'd put it below the original, but okay, well that's fine. Whatever. So speaking of which, 23, Hotel Transylvania 2. So I
so they ranked them all together. At least they just put 2 at the front, 3, and then 1. So they said 1 sucked, basically.
I don't know. That's weird because they wouldn't have 2 and 3 without 1.
Yeah.
And it must have done well enough to have 2 and 3. So
they must have liked it a lot.
Exactly.
I guess.
Anyways,
I remember seeing bits of this. I don't think I've seen it all the way through, but I do think it was funny. If I remember right, it's when his son's trying to like earn his stripes and basically be the monster he wants to scare and stuff. And
okay.
I don't remember. Maybe I'm wrong, but
yeah.
Worth a.
I'm
glad that they're all together.
Yeah, so and they're worth a view for sure.
Yeah.
So
worth a watch.
All right, let's go 22. Sandy Wexler.
Sandy Wexler was actually pretty good. It's like he's a producer. He's like a fake producer. So it's kind of like a mockumentary about a tribute to this guy's life and helping find stars. And yeah, it's for what it is, it's okay. But I don't think it was like, whoa, that's crazy good or anything. Like, it's decent. Well, I watched it once. I'm glad I watched it once. I won't probably watch it again unless I showed it to someone else because we were bored.
Gotcha.
But, yeah.
Yeah, I actually don't remember seeing this, man. I don't think I did see this movie, so I'll have to take your word on it.
Yeah. I think he's also based on, like, a real life, what are they called?
Directors, producers?
No, manager. Like
manager.
Talent manager.
Oh, gotcha.
Like, I think he was based on
agent?
a real one.
Yeah.
Talent agent.
Yeah,
talent agent.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I think he was based on a real one, but they went so far like off script, they decided to like change his name and like kind of just pay tribute to him in that way. So like the honorific parts of it makes sense that they're actually honoring someone, but then the jokes aren't really about the guy. You know, they're about Adam Sandler's doofy, kind of character.
Gotcha. All right. Murder mystery.
I think this belongs much higher on the list.
This was a great movie.
This is one of my favorites.
This is what I judged
Netflix.
when Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston made movies kind of through the Netflix. This is the number one on my list.
Absolutely.
And this is how I judge all the rest of them, because Murder Mystery was great.
Yeah.
It should be in the top 10 in my opinion.
Yeah.
Maybe even in the top 5.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I watched it with my wife, and there's rarely a movie where you have enough to kind of keep the interests of a male and female. I mean, and we just love this movie. It was funny, it was romantic, it was mystery. I don't know. I think they're way off on this one.
Yeah,
so.
I would say my wife, when we watch this together, normally she'll pick her phone up if she gets disinterested. I don't remember her picking her phone up once. Like, it is entertaining the whole time. I liked it. I think it's a great story too. So overall, the rest of the cast, and it's
they had a great cast.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we'll have to go back and look through the list, but the cast was absolutely fabulous. The set was fabulous.
This definitely belongs on the top
the Who Done It was on. I mean, I'm telling you, it was just a great movie.
Absolutely.
Period. So, all right, Esquire, you're really wrong on that for sure.
Not 21.
Let's go back to 20, and that's Spanglish. And I had to look this one up. I'd seen this movie. Have you seen this one?
Nope.
It's about a guy who lives takes in a Spanish speaking housewife, and she's very attractive, and they kind of have this blended family, and they're trying to work through these issues. It's been done before a lot of times, and actually I don't believe this is the original, but it was an okay movie. It's not anything extra special. It was okay. It's worth a watch. Kind of
I remember it getting talked
family
about a
comedy.
lot when it came out.
I mean, it was a family comedy, and they really portrayed the Mexican point of view very well. I thought, kind of the immigrant situation very well. Not bad. Worth a watch. All right, we're gonna move on to 19. This one's called QB Halloween. And to be honest, I really like this movie. It was kind of the Adam Sandler, the old. It does remind me of if the Water Boy was put into a Halloween situation, but it was really funny. It really was funny. I liked his character. I liked the quirks. I like the movie. There's really no surprise ending, even though they kind of try to make it a surprise. But there was a lot of funny stuff.
Yeah.
They continued on with the O'Doyles.
Oh yeah,
they were in it. A lot of tradition here, and it was a great movie. I really enjoyed it.
Yep, absolutely.
Definitely worth a watch. So.
Yeah, no, I loved it. I think it's hilarious. Like, he has his little mannerisms that he does in it, and I think he pulls those off again.
Yeah.
Like, for the first time in a while, I didn't find it annoying.
Yeah.
I found it more like, oh yeah, this is an Adam Sandler character. This is a good one.
They actually made a little reference to water, because he was so much in reference to the Water Boy. They had this little water reference inside of the police station. I don't know if you caught that or not, but
I did it.
Funny movie, man. I liked it. It was fun. So 8 Crazy Nights. I saw this one kind of the Hanukkah type Christmas, obviously, because he's Jewish, but I liked it. I mean, it's at 18. Okay, I'm good with that. I'm not hating it. I don't watch it every Christmas, but I did like it.
Yeah,
I didn't find anything bad with it. So
I like it a lot. Adam Sandler plays 4 voices.
Yes,
and I think the voices he plays, he does them well enough to where I'm like, no, that makes sense.
Yeah,
like this is a one. I mean, it's animated. So I love like when they're doing the bum bitty bitty bum bum like song, and all the things start dancing and coming to life. I think that's great. I love like the like I think it's Fastball's. Oh, what's the name of that song? The Way. they do like their own rendition of it, and like it's great. And Adam Sandler can sing, and that's one of his talents, and he brings it to this movie.
Yes.
So,
yes.
It's not the best of his movies, but I rank it pretty high. Like, it's rewatchable for sure. And yeah, sometimes I want to buy a full movie pack if this one's in. All right, so let's continue on to number 17, The Longest Yard.
17, Longest Yard.
I feel like this is in a good spot for itself.
Yeah, 17 out of 48. I like it. I think it's the right place. A great, again, kind of, I mean, it had actual NFL, what's his name? Receivers. It had comedians.
Yeah.
It was funny. Of course, it is very, very, got a lot of racial undertones, very stereotypical. It had,
that's what comedy was back when this was released, though. Yeah,
for sure. Any kind of racist joke you can think of, any kind of joke towards the LGBTQ community. Hopefully, I said that right. This was kind of that movie at that genre at that time. So, but all in all, a great comedy.
I think. With it being like a remake and having Burt Reynolds in it again.
Yeah, Burt Reynolds,
that's
Nelly.
Yeah.
It had Showtime, and forgive me if I forget his name, the Dallas Cowboy receiver. I mean, just great stuff.
Yep.
17 out of 48, I think it's at the right place.
Yep.
All right, going on to 16. Mr. Deeds, Winona Ryder.
This is one of my favorite.
Yeah, it is one of my
favorites. It's in the top 10 for me, so 16's a little low.
Yeah.
But, like, I love the butler. I forget his name right now, but he sold me. Funniest character in the movie.
John Turturro, that's what it is.
John Turturro.
Man, I tell you.
Yeah.
Yes, all of it was good. Very funny, very kind of Brewster's Millions type of a movie. Just loved it. It was a good family movie.
Yeah. I love the Brewster's Millions callback because that's exactly what I thought when I saw like the advertisement.
Exactly.
Like, you have money that you have to spend in a certain amount of time.
Yes.
Or I love when he makes up the town that he's from, and then she finds it.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Westchester.
Yeah, there you go.
Ville.
Yeah, there you go.
Iowa.
Right.
She finds it.
Right. No. Great movie, man.
And he somehow described a house that actually exists there, or when he buys all of his hometown people's Lambos, like he buys them all, or like Corvettes.
Yes.
And Steve Buscemi, one of my favorite cameos. He plays Crazy Eyes.
Yes,
and like it's cool that he bought us all these fast cars and he speeds and crashes.
Yes,
hilarious.
And then of course, one of my favorite 80s, 90s star, Winona Ryder.
Oh, yeah.
Who looks exactly the same as she did 40 years ago.
I
mean, it's like she didn't.
Remarkable,
for real. I mean, if you would see her, you'd be like, you're still 25, 30? I mean, you just crazy phenomenal how, she just kind of seems like she's stuck in time, frozen time almost.
Yeah.
Kind of like Johnny Depp almost, just frozen in time. But yeah, great movie. At 16, I think I would have done a little higher, but I don't know. Yeah. All right, we're moving on to 15.
Very sneaky.
15, Click. And I like this movie. It had some family values in it. I thought it was kind of, to me, it was okay. I one of my favorite.
Yeah,
I think it belongs in the teens.
I think. So just honest thing here, and my wife's in the room, so she ain't even gonna mind because she knows this. But if you're somehow depressed with your life and your wife is Kate Beckinsale, there's something wrong with
that.
you.
Is absolutely correct. That is the correct statement.
I mean,
yeah,
she's beautiful. She's a beautiful woman, and like what the heck. But Christopher Walken in his role too,
yes.
like the kind of
sales guy. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I just love it all. Bed Bath and Beyond.
Yes.
He's the Beyond part.
Yes.
And I think there's a lot of funny things that were original in this movie.
Yeah.
But the remote that rewinds life is just, or fast forwards it. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what's funny is, to be honest, I mean, I'm sure in every married couple's life, you'd wish you had a remote that you could fast forward. But again,
he learns his lesson.
Yeah, the whole family morals thing, it wasn't a bad movie. I really thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Loved it. So I believe it belongs in the teens. I think they did it right.
Yep. I would maybe put it a little bit higher, but not a lot higher.
Gotcha. All right, so going on to 14, Anger Management.
God. This one's great.
This one was really good. This should be on the top 10 for sure.
Yeah, it's not 14.
Least top 7.
Yeah.
Least top 5, maybe. I mean, Goose Fraba. Who doesn't know that word?
Goose Fraba.
Who doesn't know that word, right? I can go to a hotel in Asia, or something, to be like, Goose Fraba, and then be like, oh, Jack Nicklaus, right? So anyways, I don't know. I think they're total miss on this one.
And the fact that it's a whole big old prank.
Yeah.
The whole thing's a prank. What?
Yeah. And then who was the female character in that? Anyway, she's a big star. She starred in The Wrestler. I'll
look it up.
But she's one of the another famous actress that I just adore over time. I mean, so again, Anger Management at 14. I think we could have done better than that, in my opinion. But yeah, there you go.
Marissa Tomei. Okay.
Love her. I mean, great 80s, 90s actors. Again, never seems to age. So, they must have made him better in that year, I guess. That was a good year. That was a good decade, I guess.
Rock on.
So, all right, moving on to 13. Hustle.
Oh, they put Hustle at 13. Wow.
So, I haven't yet to see this movie.
Nor have I.
And I heard that it's got a lot of good stuff.
Everyone I know, no matter whether a sports movie lover or just an Adam Sandler movie lover or any sort of movie lover, they've appreciated this movie. So I want to watch it, but I'm not, the best.
I'm going to give it a go as well. We may actually watch it together and try to review it. I don't know.
Let's do it.
So, 13, I have no opinion. I don't know. It could be higher, it could be lower.
Yeah. I've just heard amazing things about it, so.
All right. Moving on to 12. 50 First Dates. Now,
this top 10 for me still.
Man, it's top 5, top 7, top 5. I don't know how you're going to be in the teens. There's not too many more, in my opinion, there's not very many much better movies. Much better? Much more better?
Yeah. Now, I have a foresight of what movie is, like, what movies are going to beat this out, and I get it, but... No, it's so good. Was, again, watched it with my wife, and if everyone, I watched it by myself a second time. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
If everyone in the room can enjoy it, it's just a better movie.
Yeah. So many great scenes. It was romantic. It was great. Gosh, way better than 12 in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I don't know, Esquire. You're kind of dropping the ball here on the teens. The teens area, so all right, Funny People.
Yeah, I never watched this one. I heard it had a lot of stuff in it that I didn't want to watch, so I just never gave it a shot.
Yeah, to be honest, it's not even on my radar. I just never even gave it a shot, so not sure. It's at 11. It's got Seth Rogen, Leslie Mann, I guess. Whatever. So, move on.
Yep.
10, Reign Over Me. I did see this movie.
I always wanted to watch it, but I never saw it.
And I believe this is I'll have to re-go back, but I believe Charlie is a either a writer or a violinist. Let me do something quick. But I did like this movie. I thought this was you're so used to seeing comics do the same crap over and over. And then they get these serious roles where they're just absolutely great.
I know that people have said about this movie that it's like a very like heartfelt role
Yeah,
of his.
yeah.
Like it's serious, but at the same time, it still is him. But it's heartfelt. So.
And again, you got Don Cheadle in there, who's another veteran actor, and you, it's funny to kind of see how like actors have many sides, but normally they get typecast in certain roles. So you wouldn't expect Don Cheadle to be opposite of Adam Sandler,
Yeah.
right? In an Adam Sandler movie.
That's cool.
So again, a great movie. I recommend go watch it. You're not going to watch it 20 times, but it is worth a watch. I guarantee it. Great movie. So I like it at 10. I'm okay with it.
Sure.
Airheads. Oh my gosh, that's bringing me back.
Yeah. Fantastic movie.
Yeah, great movie. It was funny.
Brendan Fraser, Steve Buscemi.
Gosh. How can you not go wrong with that? It's in the top 10. I like it. It's a classic. For all these noobs, all these young kids, go watch it.
Yeah. Go watch it. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like music better. And understand that it influenced a whole generation.
Generations and generations. You'll see it's
everyone wanted to be a rock star.
Yeah. To me, I think it was a playoff of the
Spinal Tap.
Yeah, kind of Spinal Tap mockumentary type thing.
And that's fine. Yeah, it did a good job.
It was a great movie. Loved it.
Steve Buscemi again, like he's so talented in the different roles he plays. Like, it's just great.
All right, moving on to 8, The Waterboy. Man,
Bobby Boucher.
Love The Waterboy. Who didn't love The Waterboy? Who?
That's some high quality H2O.
I mean, I'm telling you, everyone's got the lines.
Yep.
I don't feel like it should be number 8. In my opinion, I feel like it should be a little bit.
Sucks.
Yeah,
really sucks. Water sucks. I mean, see it.
Yeah. I mean, see, you can't even say and everyone's got a saying.
I haven't stopped quoting it. Like
exactly.
devil.
Yeah.
I mean, Kathy Bates, Henry Winkler.
Thank you.
I mean,
foosball's for the devil, right? Come on, man. Number 8.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't believe it's a number 8.
Vicky Valancourt.
There you go.
And Farmer Fran.
Thank you.
I mean,
or about the
Farmer Fran. Then you just make a joke, Bobby.
Yeah.
It's like I'll take a what is it? A water and I don't remember. A water and tonic and hold the tonic.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just make a joke, Bobby.
You just make a joke, Bobby.
or no, Colonel Sanders.
Yeah. What is that? Mama says alligators are so grumpy because they have all them teeth and no toothbrush. No, but Mama said.
So quotable. Absolutely belongs a lot higher than
it's one of the pinnacle Adam Sandler movies.
Top 3 in my opinion.
Thank you.
Sure. Yeah.
They got it wrong. All right, moving on to 7. The Merowitz stories. I did not see this.
Nope.
And I think it's a shame because
I'm like, is that?
It's got
Harvey Keitel.
Yeah, Harvey Keitel. It's also got the other guy. Dustin Hoffman.
Dustin Hoffman. Oh.
Wow. And I don't think you can really go wrong with a Dustin Hoffman, Harvey Keitel, Adam Sandler movie.
I'm so sad that I haven't seen this movie.
Yeah, to be honest, it's
I'd really like to watch it.
That I haven't seen it.
I guess they play as kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess.
And that's Ben Stiller.
Yeah, Ben Stiller in there.
Okay.
We'll give it a go.
It's going to be on the
list.
Apologize
for not
it's
watching.
It's going to be on the list, people.
Thank you. Apologize, because that seems
Today
like something
we
I should
learned
watch.
something. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Merowitz stories. Let's watch it.
Punch Drunk Love.
This is on the top of your list too, right?
Yeah. So I would put this. I really like this movie, and it had a lot of mixed reviews. People didn't know what to think of it. It was to me, it was one of the first artistry films that kind of made it mainstream, in the sense of, I don't know if you guys remember The Life of Pi.
Yeah.
Right. To me, that was so weird that it never really connected with a lot of audiences. Punch Drunk Love was so weird, but it really hit mainstream.
Yeah.
And everybody was a big Adam Sandler fan. I think it was a huge risk.
Yeah.
In my opinion, for Adam Sandler. Yeah. It wasn't his normal thing. and I absolutely adore this movie. I think the music is just wonderful. The flow of the movie, the scenes, the bus. I don't remember. He's at the end of the curb right in the beginning. The bus goes by and just scares the bejesus out of you. And you go from this calm to this frightening scene. I mean, just a wonderful movie. I mean,
I would say that in most of Adam Sandler's movies, he maybe doesn't really act.
Yes. Yes.
But this movie, he 100% plays a character, plays a role very well.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely great movie. It's at 6. I'm kind of okay with it. I feel like it should be 5, 4, 3. But I'm not totally against 6. If it was 26, I'd be like,
we'll see what they have for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I know, it's kind of curious.
And we'll see, like, maybe switch that.
Yeah.
It's like, maybe it'll be one of these movies I haven't seen, but I feel like the next ones I have to know them because there's some missing. That I'm like, they got to be on this list.
Right. All right.
They're not on the list. What the heck?
Move on to 5.
Number 5. We're in the top 5, friends.
Drum roll.
Yeah.
Billy Madison. Okay. I'll say 5 for that.
This belongs in the top. Yeah.
Yeah. It was so cheesy.
Stop looking at me, Swan.
Thank you. So cheesy, like, just silly, just stupid. Just cheesy, just exactly what you needed. Turn your brain off and enjoy.
Yep.
That's what it's
back
about.
Back to school.
Yeah.
Back to school.
And it was Adam Sandler's early stuff, kind of Billy Madison, where the whole Billy Madison Productions came from, right? Go watch it. Great movie.
The bus driver is Chris Farley, and like one of my favorite scenes still is they play at her taking off her clothes when she gets it right.
Yeah.
But then like he comes in and he's like, "That's correct."
Yes.
I loved it. I love it. It's so funny every time.
The legendary Chris Farley.
Yeah.
Who was taken too soon, obviously, but
bless.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Great movie. You haven't seen it, you'll see it, and then you'll see it again because just stupid funny. Tons of things in there. Number 5. Moving on to 4. Here we go.
O'Doyle rules.
Yes.
No.
Happy Gilmore. All right. I like this one. Thought it was funny. Thought it was great. Do I think it's number 4? I don't, personally. But do I think it's top 10? Yes. So that's where I'm at with it.
Their quote on this says, if you're between the ages of 30 to 45, you've probably seen this movie at least a dozen times.
Right.
And that is accurate.
Yes.
I have seen this movie very many times. I think it's rewatchable.
For sure.
It's not the most
fight
hilarious.
Scene with
Bob Barker?
Bob Barker was hilarious.
Oh, that was
I don't know. Great movie.
Bob Barker didn't originally want to be in this movie.
Yes.
Until he found out that he won the fight, he was down.
That's hilarious.
He had boxed in his previous life just for fun.
Yeah.
And was like, if I could put those skills to work, I will be in your movie.
That's
and
hilarious.
I was like, that's super cool.
Hilarious.
And, I love Ben Stiller plays like the evil groundskeeper guy in the home for his grandma. And
my only, and it's not a bad bias, but what's the other golf movie with the SNL guy that was famous? That's all right.
Oh, Caddyshack.
So when I saw this,
isn't it funny how a song could take you back to a movie?
Right.
That's a topic.
So I kind of felt like this was a Caddyshack-esque type of a movie.
Okay.
Right?
I see what you mean.
But unfortunately, Caddyshack came out first, and although they're different,
Caddyshack's great.
Yeah, but Caddyshack was so great that when you saw this one, it just, I guess they're kind of different. You can't really compare them, but I don't know. I just felt like this was kind of a spin-off of Caddyshack, and that's okay. Again, great movie. I feel like it should be 6, 7, or 8. I'm not sure about number 4. What do you feel?
Yeah, a little bit. It's still top 10
for sure,
but maybe not 4. Yeah.
Right, at least in my opinion, anyway. So. Yeah.
I do love, one of the other things I really loved about it was just like the whole trope of the people in the sky, and then when the alligator's up there and
Yes.
he's friends with
Yes.
with
Yes.
chubs. I think that's hilarious. Like, there's just so many little things that add up to the pile of why I like it.
Yeah. Just a great movie. Still a great.
Getting mad at the clown at the putt course, like, and he hits the nose off of it.
Yeah.
Like, I've gotten mad at the clown at the putt course.
Yes.
I relate with that.
Oh, or the fact he just can't putt. Period. you
Yeah,
know,
right.
And
Yeah. Like, that's
and
one
everyone
downfall.
who's gone to any golf course has tried the Adam Sandler swing.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah,
Right.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
there's no getting around
Yeah.
that. So yeah.
yeah, and you hit it. Yep.
Okay, so now we're moving on to number 3. Apparently,
We're in the top 3, friends.
top 3.
Okay.
So this better be on point here. They're showing. So Esquire names Uncut Gems
That's number 3.
for number 3, and to be honest, I've never seen it.
Oh, really?
I've never seen that one. Pretty good.
It is. You would like it. It is completely the opposite of what an Adam Sandler movie is. He plays a very annoying, like, down on his luck, awful, just swindler kind of jerk, New York guy. And he just has so many, like, just annoying characteristics. I was annoyed with this dude the whole movie. And I was
hilarious.
like, I can't rate it that high, because I was like, it's hard to watch because of how awful this person is. But he's supposed to be an awful person. Like, he's supposed to be a guy you really don't like. And overall, the movie is great. It's a gangster movie. It's like,
Really?
imagine owing money to this guy, and thinking you're invincible.
Oh god.
What's ultimately going to happen to you?
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, you're going to get killed.
Right.
And that's what eventually happens to the guy. But the story along the way, I still think it's worthwhile, even knowing that spoiler.
Got
like, you're the movie's not ruined. Like, you're gonna go on a crazy adventure with this whacked out dude that it's interesting. It's a crime thriller for sure. It's tense. The whole movie, you're like uncomfortable because you're like, this guy's gonna just get himself in trouble. Like, why is he doing this stuff to himself? And he like makes these agreements and stuff with people. It's like, how are you ever gonna talk your way out of this, bro? And yeah, and you should watch it.
I'll give it a go. It'll be on the list.
Yeah.
Huh.
It does have a lot of cussing in it, if I remember. And if that kind of shakes you and like puts you back, it's like, yeah, take a minute. But yeah, like some of the cinematography in it made me appreciate it.
Really?
I mean, I would say it's within the top 15. I don't say it's number 3.
Okay.
I know a lot of other people out there would, so it's kind of a hot take that I wouldn't say it's number 3.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, but a lot of every person I've talked to that watched this movie was like one of the best Adam Sandler movies I've ever seen.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That I'm actually ashamed that I haven't seen that.
It's
again.
okay.
Crazy.
Yeah, worth the watch for sure.
Okay. All right. Going on to number 2. The Wedding Singer.
This is probably one of my favorite Adam Sandler movies. I love the music in it. Him and Drew Barrymore in this movie, you know, it's the reason that we got 50 First Dates.
Right.
So I have to give it a lot of credit. I love this movie. Like,
Yeah.
I love music a lot and different like styles and genres, and the fact that, you know, they take music and tell a really good story with it. Billy Idol,
Yeah, I know.
is in it.
Yes. Yes.
I love it.
Oh, man, we'll have to cut that out.
Or not.
So, I tell you, I watched it and it did bring me back, man. It brought me back to, didn't he have a Thunderbird or a Camaro, something to that
like
effect.
classic.
Yeah, and
It's contagious.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was a great movie. Love the colors. Love Drew Barrymore. Just good movie.
I love
Flipping
that he
hilarious.
has to live in his brother's house, and
Yes,
he's
yes,
kind of
yes,
like
yes.
the troublesome
right.
guy. And
Yeah,
like,
he's the black sheep or whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like it. Definitely like it's number 2. Yeah, but I like it.
yeah,
I get it.
yep, it's
So-
good.
All right, moving on to number 1. What do you think it is? I'm just curious. I'm trying to think of another movie that he's done that I'm kind of running out, to be honest.
I'm thinking.
Hmm.
I don't know.
All right, here we go. Number 1. Oh, Big Daddy.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I can understand why people think this is the best. I could quote it too.
Yeah. Just put more newspaper on there. Don't worry about cover. Just cover it up, or what?
It's like, can we use your restroom? The
Yeah.
kids just gotta go.
Yeah.
The kids gotta go.
Can you
It's
just
like,
get this kid a freaking Happy? What was the breakfast scene? Or he
Yeah.
wanted a egg McMuffin. I can't remember now. But yeah, it's all right.
Fish, pony,
Yeah.
hippo,
Hippo.
hippopotamus.
Yeah.
You give him all the easy ones. Yeah.
To me, this was like, I don't know. This was kind of like this. So Adam Sandler had this really list of good movies, and at the top was Big Daddy, and I feel like from there it kind of was just
Scuba
like,
Sam.
yeah,
Scuba Steve.
Steve.
You remember him?
Yeah.
And then he dresses up as I'm Scuba Steve's
Best
father.
friend. Yeah, there you go.
And he won't take a bath.
And he won't take.
And I'm like, yeah, I would do that to convince my kid to take baths. And
I felt like the story was trying to be genuine, but like there was a lot of like moments where you're like, ooh, that's not good. You know.
yeah, it's like, and it stars Dylan and Cole Sprouse, the twins that go on to Sweet Life, Zach and Cody.
Yes.
One of them's in Riverdale.
Yes. Yes.
Like good actors at the time, especially. But yeah, or Leslie Mann's in it, and we wasted the good surprise on you.
Yes. Yeah.
I always think of that. And then Layla, what's her name? The girl that plays Layla. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember her real name.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
But yeah.
Good actress too.
Yeah, she's a great actress too. But yeah, overall, very, very good one. I think maybe not exactly number 1. I think I'd put The Wedding Singer at number 1 for me,
okay.
and then maybe Big Daddy's probably at number 3.
Okay.
Happy Gilmore is number 2.
Okay.
Number 4 is Billy Madison, and then number 5 is 51st Dates.
Gotcha. You know, for
Waterboy's not in there.
Waterboy's 6. It's great. It's rewatchable, but it's not the best Adam Sandler movie. Wedding Singer. Always
yeah,
the
I
best.
think my number 1 is probably going to be Punch Drunk Love, just because it was so unlike anything he did before.
Yeah.
I think that's one, but then it kind of just follows the trinity of like Waterboy, Big Daddy, and all that. So again, yeah. So
I just want the off-screen person to show herself real quick. Hey, this is my beautiful wife. Her name's Ashley. She has to go back to work. But yeah, just wanted to have her say hi to us real quick. But yeah, thanks for your input.
Yep.
And supporting that I have a crush on Kate Beckinsale still.
I mean, she's pretty fantastic.
Yeah. I mean,
I mean,
one of the best vampires ever.
I was gonna say if I had to take her as a vampire, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah. Be my vampire mama.
yeah, truth.
You could turn me any day.
Tooth, right? Tooth. So, all right, there you have it, guys.
So I'm sorry, I missed your number 1. What's your number 1?
I think I'd go with Punch Drunk Love.
Punch Drunk Love's number 1.
I think from there we're kind of going like in any order, but like probably Billy Madison,
Okay.
probably Waterboy.
Yeah.
Actually, probably 50 First Dates around 2 or 3.
Okay.
You know, so
So this has been a tribute to Adam Sandler indirectly, and maybe one of our longest episodes, but it's well worth it because, we went through 48 movies, and I hope maybe you added some to your list to watch the next time you have some free time to watch a movie.
For sure. Hopefully you can
Comment down below
and
your favorite
top 5.
top 5, or
Let us
at
know.
least your very favorite. If you could only watch one Adam Sandler movie forever, what would it be?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
awesome.
All right, guys.
I feel like that's an episode in the books.
Let's wrap it.
All right.